if we see the same 20 heroes played over and over and over again, I mean, what point is so boring?
True enough. I mean, variety is the spice of life, so to speak, right? And
Definitely.
that's
My
because
God, Balfagor has repped my guide. No, just kidding.
you think he
He's
might have.
no, no, I don't think so. I don't think Fuji Apples has to read my guides to be good.
No, probably not, considering he's Fuji Apples and he's awesome. But yeah, so I mean, we got the tri lane down bottom. We got the two solos, which really Thunderbringer is taking out Soul Stealer mid. I mean, look at the creep kill, 18 creep kills to 8. So yeah, we got No Tail. You know, he's really just a great farmer. You know, any lane he has, solo mid, solo top, he's just been creeping up a score, no problem. But Bubbles going up against the very tanky Balfagor early game. I'm not too sure Bubbles is going to have enough, you know, damage output this early in the game to make it really too much of a dent in him.
Yeah, but the point is that Balfagor, as great as he is, he's not really dangerous in a solo lane. He needs somebody to assist him with a slow or a stun to actually set him up and get him in range, as well as he, you know, can make very good use of, you know, some extra damage, because his own damage is decent, but he's not gonna catch Bubbles as we see here now. You know, Bubbles just uses his shell serve and gets away fine. But yeah, Balfagor is gonna be hard to remove from lane, especially with the corpse conversion. He's gonna just heal back up all the time. I was wondering what Bubbles was doing there.
Oh,
Letting
Bubbles got
Balfagor well.
basically killed
And
there
there
by
was,
the creeps.
yes. Well,
Um,
that was, yeah.
yeah.
Why was he, you know, he was standing there and looking, you know, Balfagor walked all the way up to him and Bubbles, you know, waited for him basically, like, oh yeah, come on, come on, come on, and then
We've been
Balfagor
seeing
was
that a
like,
lot
okay.
in these games. It's just all like delayed reactions, so to speak.
Yeah, that was really delayed, in my opinion. Yeah. Now it really looked like it, but it shouldn't be, because MSI have the, you know, should have the ping advantage, considering this is played on an European server.
Well, let's just take a quick look at pings. We got 100, 222, 238, 183, 99, 122, 95, 230, 149, 149. So, I mean, the top ping there in this case is Dodo at 226. I mean, yes,
Well, that's
it's,
pretty bad.
yeah, it sucks to play at that ping, but everyone else is, you know, within the high hundreds to low hundreds.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, but still, that really, you know, I was wondering what Bubbles was doing there anyway.
Well, I'm not saying it was a leg issue there. I mean, as you said, MSI has the advantage, but yeah, it's just we've seen these delayed reactions. Like you see 4 people coming to gank you through the forest, and you're still in the forest waiting for them to come gank you. And no, look, you died. So I don't know. Maybe it's just today is Sunday and everyone wants to go to sleep. I mean,
Yeah,
what time? You're
suppose.
GMT, right?
Yeah, I'm not GMT, but I'm at the same time that MSI are at, and I'm way and uh
What,
Bubbles
12:30?
not having
12:30 your time, right?
yeah, well, yeah, I'm like at, I don't know, but way past 12 a.m. now.
Yeah, so it's all good. Yeah, that Balfagor is even, you know, tower diving to get that Bubbles. Once Bubbles
Oh,
has
come on,
used...
that's the great thing about Balfagor, you know. He hits like level 7 now, and he can just like, okay, I'm gonna tower dive, and he does tower dive. Level 7, my God, he's at the top level of the game by far, yeah.
Well, 2 kills under his belt. As I said, I don't think there's really anything Bubbles can do to stop the Balfagor advance. I mean, with the minions, he's going to be pushing lanes and soon towers, and, you know, Corpse eating all the corpses, keeping them all to himself. He's going to have a lot of health regen.
Yes, but Bubbles shouldn't Bubbles shouldn't get caught by Balfagor, just simply because Balfagor needs to actually get to you. But there's the great thing, that he's actually in the long lane, because he can send his minions right around behind Bubbles, so that they block him, slow him, and he can actually walk up to them, so that you have probably some very great micro coming out from Fuji Apples. See, normally that should happen all the time.
Normally, but yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
also an issue of cooldown. There's 15 seconds between shell serves. So, I mean,
Yeah,
you go on him, he shell shifts away, you can just run right up to him, and he doesn't have anything left to really get there. As it does look like down south, finally a little bit of action. Andromeda going down, Malikan picking up that kill, and Malikan might be able to get this Hellbringer, especially with that sword up in 1 second. Thunk.
And there goes
Indeed, double tap for Mr.
Oof.
Bot.
Mr. Bot. That's definitely something that he wants.
Oh yes, yummy yummy farm for him. 200 gold a minute now. He has been hampered a little by this tri-lane, but that'll definitely
Yeah,
help
because
him out.
yeah, that's the point of this trial in is, I mean, 200 gold per minute is definitely something that is not like he shouldn't be crying because he's only got 200 gold per minute, but it's definitely not where you want to be. You want to be at 250, maybe even 300 gold per minute. 300 is really good at that stage of the game, and that's the point of these aggressive tri lanes, is to just shut down the carry and just keep them away from the farm in the other tri lane and decimate that tri lane. It really hasn't worked out fully, but it definitely, you know, worked out to some extent. And we have Behemoth coming mid now.
Yep.
And just failing on that fissure, and that's why I said, I mean, if he would have caught Thunderbringer there in the right place and not missed the fissure, then that would have been a sure kill.
Man, 3 heroes coming mid and Thunderbringer just going to town with them. Like all 3 of them in the red, and that's just an impressive feat. So here's a neat trick for Bubbles. Can't get me in the forest as he runs away from Balfagor yet again. But the point is here that he is on the run. Like he does not control this lane. Balfagor is now 9, sitting there, 500 experience a minute, 338 gold a minute. I mean, he's up there. He's almost as up there as Thunderbringer, and because look at the creep kill right there on Thunderbringer. 52.
Oh my god, look at that, the ultimate, beautiful. That was very good play, and that is something that people don't think. They think Balfagor, his ultimate, you know, it needs charges to get really powerful, but it is a nuke, and it is actually a pretty strong nuke without charges. And he just used it and got himself a very good double kill there. That was clutch play there by Balfagor. Great play, and we see him taking out the first tower. And if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be the first of many, because Balfagor is such an incredible pusher.
Yep, that he is. But so we're now sitting at 9 minutes into this game, and we've taken a nice commanding lead here from Load. I mean, again, I'm not going to say it's because of this, but Hellborn seemed to win.
Stop it, Jester. We don't. The Hellborn are winning because they did something that MSI did not expect to happen. The Balfagor pick is very uncommon, and they did not, you know, and MSI kind of struggling on how to deal with it yet. Especially with Fuji Apple's doing a great micro on those minions. He's picking up his Blade of Greaves. He does have to, he has, okay. He really, yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
The thought train has crashed?
No, yeah, my full train has crashed because he used to go Ghost Marchers and stuff, and he's actually following my skill build that I proposed. So I was like, oh yeah, he actually did read my guide, but that sounds really stupid, so I was just gonna shut up.
Cool beans. Alright. But yeah, so with level 10 Fuji Apples, who's now, I mean, he's pushed his tower, he's done his job, he's forced Bubbles really, you know, out of the competition, and now he's coming bottom to say hello to Malikan, level 6. Or maybe
say hello
just
to Malikan and to Malikan's tower.
and Malikan's double stacked creeps. Yep, definitely been double stacking here. Andromeda and I think Slither have been, you know, doing good little supports. Interesting, Fresh Pro's playing Slither yet again. It's almost like game number 1 all over again. But yeah, so I mean, Balfagor is definitely profiting for this double stack, and I mean, they knew double stacking was going on.
I mean, he's level 10. No, Thunderbringer's level 9, so that is nice.
And Thunderbringer might not matter if he's level 9 at all. He goes down really quick. Out comes, wow, another double tap for Fuji. Picking up hat trick even, and now they want to go in on this Balfagor. Sorry, Balfagor wants to go in on this Malikan. He's probably going to be able to do it with the help of Behemoth, who should be able to trap Malikan right in there. That sword throws up now though, and
if you keep, yeah, Malphus, and there comes the fissure.
just not going to be enough.
Malikan, how are you gonna get out of there? No. There we go. TPs, they gotta retreat now. With bubbles coming. But there we saw, you know, this Balfagor really picks up strength.
8 hit points. 8. Oh, so clutch.
Oh god. 8.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty. That's not clutch. That's a bit of luck there. If he did that on purpose, he was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here with 8 hit points, guys. Don't worry. Then that was amazing. But I think
Yep.
he didn't calculate that well. But he got out anyway. That is what matters. And we have an Invis Soul Stealer now following around Bubbles.
Boom! Oh, great take cover there. Negated a ton of that damage, and
Yes,
Bubbles getting out of that. Really, I mean, when he used the silence, I think Soul Steer was like, oh, drat. And good things did not happen
and there
for
we
that.
we see Balfagor down bottom with the plated greaves adding another ton of damage, working on those towers. And Malakin comes back to defend the tower and gets himself some farm, but you know.
So Balfagor is going to really go a lot of these aura items. Like, he has the plated greaves, has the Ring of the Teacher, and now with the Shaman's Headdress, he's probably going to turn that right into a barrier idol. And really, he's just going to become the man, so to speak, in this case, taking out, you know, the MSI carry, No Tail.
Picking up another kill. It's level 12 now. 3 levels ahead of everybody else in the game, and Thunderbringer's dead.
Well, 9 kills for for Load, and 8 of them are Balfagor. So, yeah, he's definitely.
I'm so gonna add this replay to the. Balfagor
You guys want to know how to play Balfagor?
This
This
is
is how
really
you play
showing what Balfagor needs to do is what many people misunderstand. We're gonna sit in our lane and we're gonna gank. Balfagor's not a ganker. He may have some slow, but you can't go somewhere and just kill somebody with him. His real strength is pushing, and Fuji Apple's executing that perfectly, getting those pushes on, and then when you're around towers, then you basically force team fights, or you force relatively large clashes, and there your ultimate comes into full effect, and you're also good at fighting near towers because you're not easy to take down. You got a nice chunk of health, and you got this great health regeneration from corpse conversion. So
I like the honor guard of toxin wards around this tower. It's like, this tower must live. It is vital to our survival. But yeah, we have an all 5 gank going on now, and down goes that Fisher. Out comes the Malphus. Boom goes Andromeda back to the void of space. Malakin is in a lot of trouble, even with his ult up. I'm not too sure that I can actually see him back there, but this tower is picking up. Geez, another double tap for Fuji, who's going to be picking up. I don't know, a lot of people are dead. Soul Steer should be able to clean up Thunderbringer. There we go. And this tower needs to go down before it kills Soul Steer. But there's a Bubbles here, and Bubbles going to be able to get out of that, no problem. But wow, commanding lead, 13-6. Another few kills for Balfagor. Does he have that barrier idol yet? Because I would not be surprised.
No, he's working on a Shaman Headdress. He's on a Shaman's Headdress, but he's sitting on a chunk of gold. And regarding that barrier idol, it certainly is a very good pickup, considering, look at the amount of
magic damage.
Basically, yeah, magic damage. That's all the Legion right now have, and the barrier idol would do save you from a massive chunk of damage, as well as making you so tanky. It's not even funny. Balfagor really being in the command of that game here.
Balfagor is storing up all those corpses, which is good for him. That ultimate's gonna come out.
It doesn't matter. He's got a Bloodless, man. He's a strength leader and he's got a Bloodless, so he just uses it and he spams his skills because he's got lots and tons of mana. The Bloodless is the best. It's even better for Balfagor than for other heroes because he's got that constant mana regen. So the constant health regen. So with the corpse conversion, so it doesn't matter if you actually lose 100.
There's the ult! Oh, there's the ult! Another double tap for him. I was just waiting for it to come out, and wow, picking up, Thunderbringer Slither. Thunderbringer, of course, is supposed to be the carry for MSI, supposed to help them out these times, but they just keep going in on him, and he is really not doing great at all. 1-4 and has, 215 gold a minute. Just, this Balfagor is game breaking at this point.
He is definitely, and I just want to correct you a bit. Thunderbringer is not the carry. He's the hero that should be dominating at this stage. I think that's what you wanted to say.
Well, to me, that's carrying the team if you're going to be dominating at any stage of the game.
Yeah, but the carry is like a fixed.
Oh,
Well,
whatever.
who cares anyway?
You're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in the deficit. You're supposed to be in the positive. You're supposed to give your team hope. You're
Yes.
supposed to counter their big guy. But